Hey, Alan.
Hey, Nathan.
Don't you just love the Wolfpack?
It's awesome.
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? My name is Nathan. I am one half of your Hill Brothers, and Alan is with me as well. He is the other half of the Hill Brothers. Today, I don't know what you're doing. You got me off guard. Anyway, today, something happened the other day, and it's time for us to finally discuss this thing.
Woohoo!
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Every single year, year-round, 24/7, there is a special occasion in a certain group of people's lives that they love to express. It's like a holiday for them. Anytime, anywhere, any place, any opportunity they can do to talk bad about North Carolina. The NC State Wolfpackers, the Red Legion over there, if you will, just love talking about North Carolina. It's amazing at how not only do the fans love doing it, but the coaches do to even brand new hires. Anyway, NC State happened to hire a brand new head coach in basketball. You know, they got rid of the guy that they praised for taking into the Final Four and winning the ACC championship, beating North Carolina to do so. Congratulations to you. Get into the Final Four and praise be to this man. And then 8 months later, he's hunting a job and he hit the transfer portal, as he said in his post. NC State hired a man by the name of Will Wade. Now, Will Wade is a guy who made a name for himself very recently, Alan, in case you didn't know. He actually had a pretty decent little tournament run here. And pretty good coach. He's a good coach. All right, sweet.
Okay.
We will see. We will see. Well, he finds his way to the NC State area. He is now a Wolfpack leader of children, it would seem, and turncoats, former Hills. Over there. Yeah. Well, he's gone. I think he's done. I think he's been here for 50 years, and now he's finally gone. But as we all know, North Carolina had a player on last year's team by the name of Vin Allen Lubin. He transferred to North Carolina last season from Vanderbilt, where he had played some pretty substantial minutes over there and played pretty consistently from them. But he had only played there just through the 1 year. He started 26 games at Vanderbilt, and the year previous, the 2022-2023 year, he started at Notre Dame, where he started 7 games, but he played in 28. He actually played with our good friend Cormac Ryan, if you remember. He was also on that Notre Dame team 2 years ago as well, and 3 years ago. I guess 3 years ago now, you can say, and. There was a dispute that happened with Vin Allen Lubin and his agent and North Carolina. Now, I'm a little hazy on the details. Maybe you have them. But needless to say, he wanted some more money. He was pushed in the direction of having more money. Carolina spent some considerable amount of money, $14 million this year, to reshape the roster after having a very disappointing season, to say the least. Vin Allen Lubin being a part of that team as well, just tossing that out there. But they went out there and they got a bunch of players to go and rebuild along with their brand new recruiting class. Lost a lot of guys, but a lot of them ended up being addition by subtraction, I believe, so far. We'll see when the season comes, but I think we can kind of say that so far. Vin had some people kind of come into his area over the past couple of weeks, or after the past couple of months here. Henry Vassar, a big-time guy. We saw him come in out of Arizona. The emergence of James Brown last year, the true freshman. Zayden High returning to North Carolina. And where Vin Allen Lubin plays, he's at the center position. He's starting to get outsized, maybe even out-skilled, out-talented, if you will. He wanted some more money. The money wasn't there. He left. He made a public post saying, hey, I'm going to go to, I'm in the transfer report. I'm going to go in there, just secure and be all right. But all full intentions to come back to North Carolina. Didn't happen. He went to NC State. Now, first, would you like to get some quick thoughts out on that?
I'm trying to think of the words. I don't really care.
Honestly, I don't either. I really don't either.
If you're the mindset that you would rather go from North Carolina to NC State, I don't know what your mindset is. You know, they went to the Final Four last year. Yes, DJ Burns was an animal. NC State doesn't have DJ Burns next year or last year. NC State didn't even make the ACC tournament. They got beat out by West Coast teams. The fact that you go straight from North Carolina to NC State just blows my mind. If that's what if hopefully you got all the money that you thought you hope you're worth, you think you're worth. I hope you score 0 points, 20 points. Maybe you win 5 games. I'm not sure how many. You'll probably win 1 of 5 games. I don't care how many games you win, but there's one game you're not going to win, and that's against North Carolina because NC State doesn't beat North Carolina very often.
Will Wade, his brand new head coach, had some things to say about North Carolina. Now, I think they were in some type of eating joint. I don't really know. Again, I don't really care.
They probably
came. NC State, yeah, they probably came to Raising Cane's. Well, NC State's Will Wade was asked a question about Ben Allen Lubin, and he had something to the effect of this to say, trying to make sure I get the. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the quote, and I quote Mr. Will Wade: "The other school was too dumb to play him." That's North Carolina. First-year NC State coach Will Wade said in a video surfaced on social media Sunday, "When Lubin plays 28+ minutes, he's done that in 23 games. He averages 15 points and 8 rebounds. I don't know why the hell they didn't play him, but we're gonna play him, so he's gonna average 15 and 8. We're very excited about Vin. Now, I'm gonna say this quickly, and then Alan, you can have the rest of this time, and we could say go Heels and get out of here. All right, so let me break this down for any North Carolina fan that's over here, maybe upset, maybe like, why in the world would he say such a thing? Let me let you in on the secret. Here's the thing: I'm a wrestling fan. I like wrestling. I love wrestling. Wrestling's really fun. There's gimmicks and everything else. If you know anything about wrestling, as people say it's fake. There's characters. There's things of this nature, right? There is a gimmick that goes in with being an NC State player, a student, head coach, janitor. I don't know. That no matter what, if you want to win, or if you want to get the cheap pop, like in wrestling, when somebody goes on the promo and the mic and in the ring, and they're like, and I bet this city of Cincinnati, and they're in Cincinnati, and then they just pop. Will love this. Do you guys of Cincinnati want to see this? And of course they're gonna pop. It's cheap pop. That's all it is. This is what Will Wade is doing. He is getting a cheap pop from his brand new fanboys, and this is what he's gonna do. I'll let Alan kind of break down his comments a little bit when it comes to the quote-unquote when he plays 28 plus minutes. He's done that 23 games, 15 and 8, all that good job. I'll let Alan do that. But it's basically as simple as this. This guy, he seems to be a pretty decent coach at the level that he was at. We'll see what happens. All the luck to him in the world. But he's just getting a cheap pop for the crowd. He just wants all the little hands to go, yeah, he said it. UNC, he called him dumb. That's all it is. So to me, I don't really care. He's just going to be another one of those people. North Carolina fans, honestly, it doesn't matter. Vin Allen Lubin, he had some moments when he could be decent for us. He's not a bad player. I'm not going to sit there and completely trash the guy. Don't get me wrong. He had some good moments. Probably the last couple of games that he played for us was probably his best games. But for the most part, Vin Allen Lubin is he is a decent player, but he's not a star talent caliber. He's not a difference maker. He's an undersized center who can't shoot. He's got some work. He's got some works down in the post. That's about it. And he can't set a screen. Neither center for North Carolina can set a screen to save their lives, it would seem, for some reason. And I mean, he's probably going to get a ton of time. I don't know what their roster looks like over there. I'm sure they're excited about it. Then he's a decent player. He's not a star player, and he's not a game changer. And his bag, as the kids say, is pretty limited, to say the least. So he could probably have some good games for you. Who knows? Have all at it. Alan, you talk about everything else.
No, wasn't there more to the quote? Something about that he found him on the side of the road.
We're thrilled to welcome Ben in our program. Physically, he stands out with his wingspan of 7 feet, offensive mismatches, this, that, and the other thing. He's an incredible efficient scorer. He's led this team in field goal percentage, putting him over, and that's all I see. Maybe he did find him on the side of the. That's kind of funny.
I could have sworn somewhere
That's
they
kind of
said
hilarious.
they found him.
I
on
don't
the
know if
side
that
of
was
the road.
like a.
He said, I don't know where we got him from. We got him on the side of the road. And short story short, the other school was dumb. The other school was too dumb to play him. I love this guy. Short synopsis.
Real quick, before you start, Ben on Lubin's stats. Games played, 37. Games started, 20. He averaged 19.5 minutes per game. His field goal percentage was 68.4% this past year, which is good. There you get free throw percentage. He was 71.1% from the free throw line. He averaged 1.9 offensive rebounds per game, 3.6 defensive rebounds a game, a total of 5.5 rebounds a game, 0.3 assists, 0.9 blocks, 0.4 steals, 2.1 fouls a game, 0.8 turnovers, and 8.7 points.
Yeah.
The rest is you.
So some Kevin Sweeney guy on Twitter said throughout Lubin's career, he's played 24 games in which he has played 28 plus minutes in those 24 games. He is 7. His team has won 7 and lost 17 at UNC. He played in 5 games in which he played in 28 plus minutes. They won 2, they lost 3. So, hey, Will, Wade, you want to play 28 plus minutes? Good luck, buddy, because you're going to lose most of them. Congratulations, you built you're building a loser. You're building a losing team. Congrats, pal. Oh, Mr. Will Wade, that's cool. Go to your little eating establishment. Welcome your star player that you recruited out of the portal, where all 20 of your supporters show up, and you try to take a dump on UNC, but UNC's got a 7-foot tall player, not a player with a 7-foot wingspan, because it doesn't matter how long your wingspan is if you're not legitimately 7 foot tall anymore these days. Congrats on the portal. Good luck trying to make the SEC tournament. You're probably not going to make it again this year, because they don't let everybody in it. It's an invite-only club, and since it went to invite-only, you didn't get the invite. But hey, one pack, one goal, and I guess that's to miss the ACC tournament. But hey, he brought in a new coach. What is it? McNeese State? Is that where he's from? McNeese?
Mm-hmm.
McNeese. You know what they say? The grass ain't always green on the other side. He had green pastures in McNeese. He probably should have stayed there. Because more than likely, he's just going to end up fired in the next 3 years.
I actually thought he may take the Texas job. That wouldn't have been a bad gig.
He might. He still might, be like, no, this ACC.
They've got a coach. Got a coach now.
Oh, maybe they ain't happy with the guy at Texas. Maybe they just do a little switcheroo at the end of the season. But yep, we're going to give you a shot.
Well, anyway, any more comments on Vin, since you seemingly went the destroy route?
Oh no, it's nothing against Ben Allen Lubin. It's just North Carolina. Sure? No, it's nothing against him. He played his part last season. He was able to read the writing on the wall and be like, yeah, these guys are better than me. They're outside of better, they're actually taller than me. And in a game where height matters, I'm not the tallest anymore. I need to leave. I just don't like NC State.
I don't either. They're annoying, and they think they're better than they are. And when they do have some success against North Carolina, that's what they prey on. That is their Super Bowl. They care about nothing else except that. Prove me wrong. I dare you. You're not going to be able to. Because I'll tell you this much. I looked on my Instagram feed, on the Hill Brothers Instagram feed. It popped up, suggested for you, a Virginia post about the night that when North Carolina came in 6-0, in Chapel Hill. I was there. There's a blog on this channel about that game that Virginia beat North Carolina. It was like, hey, a throwback Thursday for them, like Virginia fans. And I hopped in the comments and I just looked. And you know, one of the first comments I saw? Tar Heels suck at football. This is your daddy speaking, Wolfpack fan. I'm like, this is a Virginia post about UNC and Virginia, and NC State are in the comments. They live for it. They live to hate on UNC. Not as much as Duke for some odd reason. I don't know. They love us, and they have a obsession with North Carolina. NC State, Van Allen Lubin, to me, everybody was like, oh, turncoat, traitor, this, that, and the other thing. I don't even care. Vin, have at it, kid. If that's where you want to go, have at it. I don't care. I really do not care one bit. The only reason we're talking about this, quite frankly, in my opinion, is that everybody's wanting to talk about it. It's a conversation, and it seems like everybody's like, oh, my God, how could he say such a thing? And this, that, and like, no, calm down, kids. It's a part of the gimmick. It's a part of him coming in. He wants to be a part of the goal, a part of the wolfpack golden goal deal that they put on everything, and that's what he wants to do. So what does he do? What's the first thing that he probably signed the contract? And at the bottom, there's like little writing there, you know, like on like the Advil commercials. They're like, if this thing calls hepatitis and explosive diarrhea, contact your doctor. And on the bottom of the thing, it says, if you do not, this contract is null and void if you do not go after UNC. Also, if you go after UNC and you make a comment in the first 4 days of you being hired, you will be granted a $50 bonus and a McDonald's gift card. I don't know. That's probably the deal, and that's just what they do because they love us. They love talking about us, and they don't care enough about winning flipping games. Go win some basketball games. Go. Dave Doran, message. I don't know why I'm going off about football right now. Dave Doran, you have actually done a really good job of keeping a team in Raleigh that wins 9 games consistently. Instead of just sitting there and just getting through the 9 games to go play North Carolina, your Super Bowl, go win and go front about that, try and work your way to the ACC championship. How do I go there? How about try and work your way to the 12-team playoff? Try and do that. You are close. Do it. Go do the thing. Shut up about us and just go do your deal, man. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done with this.
I guarantee you they're friends. They're probably like pen pals, or they have like a secret message board. Like, hey Dave, did you see my comments about UNC at my little luncheon with Van Allen Lubin? And like Dorn's over there. Yeah, I saw it. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, have at it, kids. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. North Carolina fans, don't worry about this thing. It's just whatever. Let Vin, appreciate you for what you did, which nobody really did much anything last year, but appreciate
Thanks for
you
winning
for
the playing game.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate you. You seem like a solid kid off the bench, but have fun. Hope the career goes good. But here we are. We're moving onwards and upwards. That's all we can do over here at
we're on to TCU, baby.
And Raleigh, I hope you're excited with your new Tar Heel, man. Your turncoat Tar Heel. I don't really care. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Peace out. Go Heels. Whatever.
Go Heels.
Peace.
Go Heels.